Welcome back, everybody. My guest tonight is a fantastic actor you know from Tropic Thunder, Sherlock Holmes, and of course, as Iron Man. Please welcome to A Late Show, Robert Downey Jr. Hello, Robert Downey Jr.
Monsieur Colbert, good late evening to you.
Good evening to see you, too. I'm so happy to have you on the show. I can't believe I've never had a chance to interview you before, though we did meet briefly. Do you remember?
At the Grammys.
That's exactly right, at the Grammys. Yep. I wasn't the host, but I had done the first bit, and I'm walking backstage, and
yes,
who's
and
walking toward me?
Let's not kid ourselves. We both stopped flat in our tracks, separated at birth, long lost brothers, doppelganger.
Well, you know.
I was looking in a mirror. You froze.
I am a fan. I am a fan. It was like we seen as like, oh wait, one of us has to die now. This is one of those clone movies. One of those. No, shoot him! No, shoot him! I will show you for the people at home who do not know how seriously I take this. Is that I have several times. I'm a fan not only of you in general, but of course of your Tony Stark. This is me in 2014. I did a whole show as you. And it feels good. It feels good to be Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, I have seen that. That's probably, I have been sent clips from that so often, and I've seen it. And by the way, well done.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I did it again this summer. I did it, I won this summer, and you paid me a great compliment. There I am, as you again. I actually did a little video of me imitating your Tony, and you said, "We welcome our newest Avenger with open arms." Well, open arms, but 6 feet away. Is that official? Is that official? I'm an Avenger now?
Well, I mean, do you want to get into it? Because I've been thinking about this a lot.
I mean, what are the responsibilities?
Well, here's the thing. There's an opening, right? Kobe Smulders plays Agent Hill, sometimes Commander Hill.
Sure.
I thought if she needed a weekend assistant, right? Cap Colbert. You have a baseball cap, and when you wear it, you possess the superpower that no man has. You can multitask, and you can take care of all her stuff. Anyway, I'm going to pitch it. It's going to go up the tree to Feige. We'll see where it lands.
Just whatever. Ask. Just a walk-on, whatever. I'd be very grateful.
Okay,
that's
fine.
Fantastic. Now, what would, in your opinion, how would Tony Stark cure COVID? What would he do?
Nanobots, the usual stuff. Nanobots without borders. It would be some.
But then the nanobots are going to become self-aware because you put an AI in them, and then how do you fight that?
You got to. That's Ultron. We get James Spader. James Spader is going to cure COVID, and we both know it.
Sure, but it's his character from the Blacklist that does it, because that guy, COVID's not going to mess with him.
Now, if he was wearing a cap, now we got crossover dreams. I'm pitching you and Spader as alternates on Kobe Smulders' desk.
That's cross-platform synergy. That's what this...
Entropy.
Now, for anyone out there who hasn't seen Endgame, spoiler alert, Tony Stark saves the world. And the universe, really. And now, don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. I just watched it last weekend, and Waterworks. I can't help it. It truly is. I can't believe what a towering achievement those 10 years. However, it's 1,000 movies, but it's 10 years.
Well, it was 20-something films over a decade, but that's the thing, and that's the glory of it. It really is the first time that you've been able to build up an expectation over a decade with an audience that's also growing up with a property. I mean, Star Wars, they had a big gap.
Yeah.
And so they had some catching up to do, and then Favreau Mandalorian'd it, and now they're kind of in a great place, but it's just that sweet spot, man. I'll tell you, it's, what do they say, a hair club president, but also a member. The greatest thing for me, because as a fellow, I love this stuff, I geek out over it, was I got to experience it by playing it, and it was just unforgettable.
Well, now you are attempting to save the world in reality. you have created something called the Footprint Coalition. What
Yes,
is
sir.
what is that? What are you hoping to do with it?
Well, in short, imagine a triptych, 3 pictures. One is a nonprofit, which is for grant making and research. A media vehicle in the center, which is just saying that we can supercharge our efforts by doing content about emerging technologies. And then most recently at Davos, we launched several VC funds, the Footprint Coalition Ventures, which is a way to show that our skin is in it and help scale technologies with these emerging companies.
I've never been to Davos. Is it nice?
Neither have I, but I put a little watercolor of like a chalet and a fireplace next to me and back. I'd like to go next year.
I'd like to go anywhere next year.
Exactly. I'm telling you, next year I'm going to Davos as Colbert, and then I will exact my revenge. We'll see what you think, because turnabout is fair play, brother.
Now you've sent some things associated with your new venture here. What is?
Yes.
I know what this. I got a couple of things here. I know what this is. This is one of the most precious substances in the world right here. This is toilet paper. I know what you do with this. This is called cloud paper. Let's bust this. Let's do an unboxing video.
Yeah, let's do it together. It is tree-free. It is made from bamboo. Bamboo absorbs massive amounts of carbon during its growth, and it generates at minimum 30% less greenhouse gases. And I'll tell you something. My missus, isn't that nice? I might dab.
This isn't normally where I put it, too. This is very pleasant. Might rethink. Oh, yeah.
Dude, it smells good. It's soft to the touch. This is the thing. You shouldn't have to sacrifice quality for sustainability, and they really figured it out.
Now, it's incredibly comfortable. Now, what is this? This looks like I could make cocoa with this. What is that?
Well, that's an insect-based premium protein. It's made from molitor, which is mealworm larvae. The company is called Insect. This is infras. This is for fertilizer. And as you have there, this is a powder derived from the mealworm, and it's a insect protein just been approved by the EU for human consumption.
You're not just getting me to eat dirt, are you?
No, man, I wouldn't play you, bro. We're like one entity now.
If this is protein, it's essentially tasteless. It's just a protein supplement?
Exactly.
I could put this in a smoothie or something?
I'm telling you, yep. And they'll be making all kinds of stuff out of it. And by the way, it is the making of it is severely reducing the amount of emissions it takes. It is a innovation, Justin. We're doing something incorrectly. If we make this switch, it's a huge intervention.
Well, congratulations. How did you first get involved in like caring about things? Because you're from Hollywood, you're not supposed to care about anything but yourself.
I know.
Isn't that the take on you guys?
Yeah, you're right. And look, there's some truth to that. Here's my thumbnail. I'm 11. There's the ice storms. I'm in Connecticut. It seemed odd and out of place from my childhood. I went to Los Angeles, descended into a bowl of orange smoke because of the smog. EPA was up and running, didn't seem to be working. I've been watching those commercials like, the crying Native American Indian in New York and Give a Hoot, Don't Pollute. And then by the 90s out west, I'm noticing it looks like they've done some good. And I go, well, there it is. We fixed it. And descended up my own sphincter for another several decades. Or ascended, as the case may be.
Sure.
And to be honest with you, this is the great thing about the MCU. Playing someone who has to solve and deal with existential crises with technology. To be able to then translate that and have just a little bit of credibility based on my genuine interest, it just feels like the future.
We have to take a little bit of a break, but stick around, everybody. When we come back, there's more Robert Downey Jr. That's the nice thing. There's always a little more.